This is the Elliptical Oracle. Join Dr. MonaLisa Coburn on an exhilarating journey to spiritual enlightenment. With every episode, dive into the world of chakra clearings, energy healings, and channelings from one consciousness. And now, here's MonaLisa.
Hello, welcome to the Elliptical Oracle, where I'm using an actual elliptical to get in touch with Source, to get in touch with all that there is through movement. That's how I work. That's how my team came in, because they know that I'm a moving girl. And so I connect when I take deep walks in the woods. And as you can see behind me, I live in the woods. So that happens every day. And I wanted to bring it to you as well. So I'm already very connected. So I'm going to just take a deep breath, let them come in. Hello, 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 dear ones. We are Xand, and we are pleased to be here and to dance with you in this moment, and in this moment, and in this moment. Yes, today we would like to talk about how to let your higher self steer the way. As if you can imagine, if you're driving a car and you see that steering wheel, how to let your higher self steer the car, which is your life. So this is symbolic symbols that we're using here. And it is quite easy, but the channel continues to get questions about how do I get in touch with my higher self? How do I let my higher self lead the way? I beginning to get messages from my higher self, but how do I let all this come in and work as a complete package? And so what we are aiming to do today is to give you a few more tools on your tool belt to help let your higher self steer the way, as if you are the passenger. And pretend in this scenario, you're the passenger, and your higher self knows the way. Your higher self can see across all time and all distance, because you are part of your soul. You are a part of your spirit. You're not disconnected from your spirit. You are just a crystalline piece of your spirit. So, and with that analogy, we often think of, if you think of a beautiful, beautiful crystal, and just that little point on the crystal is you in this 3D world, and the rest of that long, beautiful stem of your crystal, whatever color you put it in your mind, and ours is emerald green for the heart. That is you in spirit. So you're not disconnected to your soul at all. And as you are alive, technically that is your spirit. And when you cross over, then you become united in a soul. But that is your spirit. And how do you let your higher self steer the way? Your higher self can see across all time and all distance, and knows exactly where you are, exactly to the minute, and will know exactly what to do in any given situation and circumstances that pops up in your daily life, even the ones that you think aren't getting you anywhere. Follow. It's really, really, really boils down to this. And if you have a child or you have children around, we encourage you to bring the children into this message, in the sense that it's this simple. Follow your greatest joy in the moment. As Chief Running Bear has said, you follow the fire beneath your feet. You follow the positive energy into one moment, into the next. And let us give you some examples, some real live examples. let's say you are a painter, and you know whenever you paint, you are connected. You feel connected. It's that joy of painting, and the time flies. And many of you have heard by now, when time flies, you know that is one way you are very connected to your higher self, to source, to all that there is. But many of you say, well, I still have a 9-to-5 job to do. I still have to raise my children. How do I stay connected to my higher self and achieve all those things I really want to achieve while being a mom, while being a worker, and on your list of the 3D reality? So we say, follow that which gives you joy. Follow that, follow your energy. Follow the stream of your positive energy. So if you're a painter and you feel like you can get up before you go to work and you can paint an hour, and this tells your higher self, I really enjoy painting. Perhaps I would like to make money at it. And you even think the thought. You think the thought of, I will be selling these paintings in a museum, and I will be living off my paintings. Yes, yes, yes. And this is your biggest dream. But then after an hour of painting, you know you have to put it all down and go to work. And then you think, how do I get into that joy again? How do I follow my higher self throughout the day? Your higher self will always take the positive road. Your higher self will say, giddy, goody, 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 goody. I get to go to work so I can earn money to buy more paint, to buy more canvases, to do more of which I love to do. And at the same time, I get to be a light bringer by being me, by walking into the office or walking into this the storeroom or wherever it is that you're going, and just by reflecting joy. And one doesn't even have to say a thing. If you sit in those higher vibrations of joy, of gratitude, of compassion, then your electromagnetic field will put out waves of joy, a positive joy imminent. And many of you might find people will slowly come to you, and they might offer you a question or say hello to you because you are emanating this beautiful positive ripple effect, and they don't know what it is, but they know that they are drawn to you. And just you, by being you as you go throughout your day, and you stay in that positive mode, saying, this work is mundane, but I, in my joy, am finding a way. I will find a way to use my creativity and to bring joy into it as I am here. And as I'm here in the moment, I will find a way. And use your creative spark to find a way to bring those mundane tasks into joy. Maybe for some of you, it is just listening to music on headsets while you do something that's mundane. Maybe for some of you, you stay positive, and if you have to make yourself a to-do list, you make it fun. You find a way to make it colorful. You find a way to bring some joy into it that's for you, so that when you get to work, you have joy. It's not like, I gotta make those lists of things I gotta do today. No, it's you get to make a list of things to do today. And you're gonna use your colors, and you're gonna use your smiley faces, and you might even get the help of AI. And that is also another question that we've been getting recently a lot, is AI. What is our take on AI? We say, if you see AI as a positive thing, that is the world, that is the world you are navigating to and are in. If you see AI as something bad, then that is the world, that is the earth that you are navigating toward. So that is our brief take on AI, but back to letting your higher self take the wheel in every moment by finding the joy in every moment. What is it, that one thing that's laid on your heart? And sometimes you say, well, sometimes it's between something as mundane as mopping the floors or vacuuming. We say, you know how to turn that music up. You know how to wear a headset. Enjoy each thing. There is no such thing as something that's mundane or boring. That is a belief. That is a belief system that you have. So flip it to the positive. Flip it to the positive. And you follow your higher self. Your higher self guidance comes in through energy, through positive streams of energy. And as you follow your positive stream of energy, like a butterfly floating from one positive flower to the next positive flower, in that way, your higher self navigates you to your goals and to your dreams. And we say there is no lid on these goals and dreams. And when you get to a goal and when you get to the end of a dream, know that there's always more, that there always, there's always more. You are infinite. You are infinite. You're an eternal, infinite being, always growing, spiraling toward all that there is. We are Xand. And we are complete with this channeling. For those who would like to stay for the energy healing, we invite you to take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out, letting your light of all that there is encase you in sparkling golden light. And you can pretend like it's an egg. This egg has some roots grounding you into Mother Earth as it sends energy into you, into your cells, into your bloodstream, into your organs and your glands, and each and every part of your physical body. The source energy is coming in, transforming anything that doesn't serve your highest good back to love, sending it to source. Anything that is blocking your lower chakras, your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus, bringing that up and bringing that forward. Let it come to mind, whatever that is. Plucking out all the lack, filling you back up with your worthiness, filling you back up with freedom, filling you up the feeling and the knowing and the remembering that freedom comes from within. That freedom is a state of being. It is surrendering to life, accepting what life is, and choosing love. Choosing to look at life as a beautiful present that you gave yourself on the soul's journey. Reminding you softly that all your empowerment comes from living in the now, letting the past go, and not to worry about the future. Certainly not anymore. Surrendering, letting your higher self take the wheel. Take the wheel. Letting your higher self guide you through your positive energy. Filling your heart space with love, compassion, understanding that those that you don't agree with, just a soft remembrance that they're leading their soul path. And what their soul path is not your soul path. That your journey is about remembering you, being more and more you, doing your work, doing your soul work. And it really is none of your business what other people think. To concentrate on you and your soul work, giving you the empowerment that you can give yourself permission to be more and more of you as your throat chakra is cleared to stand in your truth, integrity, and love, with compassion, with understanding that you are now awake. And those around you that are not yet, have compassion on them, but don't let them hinder your path. Filling you up with the blue indigo, the indigo of the third eye blue, that dark blue. Let it seep into your third eye. Open it up more and more and more. As your crown opens to the divine, let your angels pour in. Let your celestial tribe pour in. Source energy through your crown. The source energy is filled with codes, activation codes for your crystalline light body. Become more and more activated. Your DNA more and more activated. Remembering who you are, letting you stand in higher and higher consciousness. So it is, so it is, so it is. We say that these activations will continue in this now and all nows until they are complete, as so is this healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! Okay, Xand, let's do a card. Let's see. It's 83. It's common ground. Okay, common ground. Common ground in today. And today is to see that all souls, no matter what path, no matter what you think of other paths, all paths go to source. It is not your business to judge. And you say, how is it possible that a murderer or bank robber, whatever it be, is getting a free pass to source? We're saying maybe they came for different soul lessons. And maybe their lessons are at a different rate, a different time. Maybe they're in no hurry and they will come back again and again. And maybe they are going to source through the negative. And at some point they will hit the brick wall. They will hit that giant mountain that will not move. And they will find the path to source is through love and light and light and love. The common ground is that all souls in the universe, not just on the planet, lead to source. Woo! That was deep, and they are deep, and they are Xand, and they are source energy. I'm putting my hand on my heart. I always ask them which beautiful miracle of the day. And I'm going to use the one on my walk this morning. I found this beautiful feather. It was like perfect black and white. For a moment, I put it in my hair. I don't feel it on me, so I might have lost it. But the idea was I found it, and I knew that where it was in the path, it was like, hey, hello, your team's with you. We're with you today. And it was black and white. And when they're perfectly balanced like this particular feather was, to me, it represents the balance in our lives that we need, because we're in this 3D reality. We understand that life, that this 3D reality is a dream for our soul. But the only way to truly wake up from this dream from our soul is through death. And so let's not go there, right? So we need to find a balance living in this 3D world between spirit and this playing ground, this playground that we have. And that's what the feather represented to me, was finding the balance. And so hopefully with that, I helped you find the balance today. So Xand, if you can come back and do the closing, and how we do the closing is to say it to yourself or to say it out loud. We allow ourselves to be. We allow ourselves to be a light into the world and into the cosmos, in this now and all nows throughout all reality. So it is, so it is, so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To the top of the now to ya, to the top of the now to you.